Take a deep breath, and as you do, allow yourself to begin relaxing. Feel the weight of your body as it sinks comfortably into your chair, letting go of all the tension in your muscles. And you might notice with each breath, you're becoming more present, more at ease, and more open to this moment. And as you continue to relax, just let your mind begin to notice the idea that everything in life, all of it, it's simply data. Yep, your beliefs, your perceptions of the world, your experiences with trauma, your moments of success, they're all just data, aren't they? Patterns, information, algorithms running in the background of your mind, guiding your behaviour, guiding your choices. Some of those algorithms work wonderfully, while others don't. Some are more effective than others. But the beautiful thing is, all of them can be edited, adjusted, upgraded. Just like a computer program that can be rewritten, your mind can be rewired, transformed and fine-tuned. So imagine for a moment all the mental patterns you've ever experienced. The way you've responded to challenges, to success, even to failure. They're simply lines of code. And just like code, they can be edited. You don't need to be stuck in the same loops. You don't need to be limited to just one option. In fact, you can always add more options. You see, when there's only one path, it's not really a choice. When there's only two, it creates a kind of double bind. But the moment you introduce a third option, you create true freedom. And in that freedom, there's creativity, there's growth, there's play. Imagine now you're standing at the centre of a vast landscape of possibility. And no matter where you are right now in your life, you can always calibrate, adjust and explore. You can try things out, test the waters, and discover the balance between the extremes. As you do that, you learn, you evolve and you grow. And the more you embrace this, the easier it becomes, and the more fun it becomes. Think about the brain for a moment. It's a self-organising system. It seeks balance naturally. It learns, it adapts, it evolves. Just like a river finds its way around obstacles, your mind naturally finds its way to better and better ways of thinking, of being, of responding. And you might notice, as you sleep on ideas, as you give yourself time to breathe and reflect, your system upgrades itself. You evolve, you adapt, you grow stronger and smarter. You just have to allow it. Interrupting the old patterns. Stopping thinking about new options. Trying, learning, recalibrating. That's how it works. The more you do it, the better it gets, the easier it gets. And then, when you realise the most powerful thing you can do in any area of life is to keep asking questions. Questions like, what else could be possible here? How can this get better? What's the best option I haven't considered yet? You open up to the endless possibilities. You open up to new solutions, new opportunities, new perspectives. Notice how much space there is in that question. How can this get better? It immediately starts generating more and more options, doesn't it? And the more you ask it, the more your mind just naturally begins to find better and better solutions. It becomes a cycle of improvement, expansion and progress. And it's through those questions, through that curiosity, that you stop relying on rigid beliefs. And instead you embrace the unknown, the uncertainty. You start stepping into the unknown, not with fear, but with excitement, with optimism, looking for the best possible outcomes. You no longer feel the pressure of needing to control every aspect of your life. Instead, you start to trust that the more you let go, the more space there is for joy, for ease, for fun. You stop overcommitting to just one outcome. Instead, you explore many possibilities, knowing the more options you have, the more freedom you have. Now, as you do, you might notice how your emotional range extends, it expands, and you can feel your emotions more fully. But you don't suppress them, you embrace them, and you use them as tools for calibration. They're your friends, your guides, helping you to navigate through life. your energy, your enthusiasm, your love. It all contributes to the process of growth. But let's consider this for a moment. How life unfolds. Sometimes people may trigger you, push your buttons, and that's okay. That's part of life. What matters is not how they react, but how you choose to respond. And in any moment, you've got the power to interrupt your patterns, to stop and to choose a new response. You can choose love, care, humour, joy, even in moments when others might not expect it. You can choose to rise above, to question your beliefs, your reactions, and to choose a more loving, more playful, more uplifting response. You can choose to see the best in others, to see the divine spark in them, and by doing so, you uplift them, you inspire them to be their best selves. You don't need to hold on to the struggle. You don't need to keep forcing things to happen. You can let go of that pressure. Instead, you can embrace a life with humour, with joy, with excitement. You can let go of the seriousness and playfully navigate your world. Trusting as you do, life becomes more enjoyable, more fulfilling, more fun. And in those moments, when you feel like you've struggled, when it feels like the struggle is part of your identity, you now realize you can choose differently. You can choose to stop struggling and instead open yourself up to the ease, to the fun, to the joy, and the playfulness that life has to offer. Because you've all the options available to you. You've got the ability to question your beliefs, to recalibrate your responses, to find new ways of thinking, feeling, and acting. And the more you do this, the easier it becomes. And as you continue to explore this space of curiosity, play, and growth, you might begin to notice how everything becomes easier, how life flows more effortlessly, and how every choice, every option, every possibility is yours to embrace with joy and with confidence. So take a deep breath in and let it out. And as you do, just know you're constantly evolving, upgrading, and becoming more of the person you want to be. Your life is full of choices, full of possibilities, and all you have to do is trust with each question you ask, with each pattern you interrupt. You're becoming the best version of yourself. And that, my friend, is the fun and the joy of the journey, isn't it?